Hi guys!
Hi!
Megan's on a different one. Apparently she doesn't want to be seen by everybody. Ready?
Hi!
Hi!
It's time for Elevate Worship!
So here's what we're gonna do, guys. Are we gonna play a game first?
Yeah!
Okay.
Of course! How can we not
Let's
play a
scooch
game?
back so that we can be on both.
Ooh, good idea.
What? Okay. So we're gonna play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, and you should find someone in your house to play rock, paper, scissors. We'll give you a second. If you're by yourself, go find someone. It's like I'm a little teapot. Pour it out. No?
Dad! Yes.
Okay, let's play. I think I'm gonna win, obviously. So we'll
She doesn't
see.
know that I'm a master.
I'm a master.
I'm a master.
She's wrong.
If you don't have somebody to play with, then it's a three-way rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, and
Cool.
I'm still gonna win. So let us know in the comments if you actually beat us, though, if you're playing by yourself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna win.
No.
Just saying.
Okay.
All right,
let's try.
ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes! I knew it! So easy.
Okay, two other.
All right,
ready?
let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna win this one. Let's go. All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah!
Crushing disappointment. Did
be-
anyone else win? Or did anyone else have a crushing disappointment like me? No? Just me?
I guess we should be more humble. Good game. Oh,
Except
we're
don't
not
shake
shake
hands.
hands.
Ah!
Good game. All right.
Whoops. Should go wash my hands.
Let's get some worship on. So here's the deal. Some of you, I know, are not going to stand up for this. I say stand up anyway.
Time for dancing. Parents, if you're in there,
Yeah.
lead by example. Get up.
Family time, guys.
Up.
Family time.
Off your butts.
All right.
Mums.
If
Whatever you say.
really need to sit because you just have zero energy and it's still so early in the morning.
Use your arms.
Arms, or we'll be finger modifying.
Fingers.
All right. Are you guys ready? Here we go. What? Maybe. Wait. Oh, you were clicked on a different one. This one first.
Through the fire, always speaking. Just a word has the whole earth shaking. Yes, our God cannot be moved. In a world of hate and vengeance, your word speaks of forgiveness. Yes, our God cannot be moved. Yes, our God cannot be moved.
Ready? Clap it up, guys.
Unshakable love, unshakable love.
I'm tired now. I can take a nap. Just kidding. Now,
I'm super tired. I'm gonna go grab a microphone.
you can listen to Miss Danielle's message for this morning. It's going to be so good. Remember, we're on the theme of forgiveness. Miss Danielle, take
All right.
it away.
Woo. I don't know that this is on. What? Low battery? No microphone. All these technical difficulties. It's really okay. We got this, guys. We're still here,
If you can't hear her, just put up a comment here or something.
right? We'll move you a little bit closer. Closer! Oh no! Oh no!
Somebody fell!
We lost a video! Okay, so Megan told us we're all on forgiveness, right? Forgiveness is that when somebody hurts us, when we feel like we've been hurt or wronged, the first reaction that we should have is not, N-O-T-E, this one. Revenge! Right? When Megan didn't win rock, paper, scissors, shoot, her first reaction was not, I'm gonna get her. Or maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe she's responsible for the mic not working.
Shh, don't tell her.
So, we're talking about all of this forgiveness. And I kind of wanted to share a story with you guys about a time that I've hurt somebody, right? I want you all to think about this because everybody's done it, right? Whether it's on purpose or by accident or maybe a little bit of both. We've all hurt somebody in our lives, a friend, a family member, somebody we maybe didn't even know that well. So here's what we're going to do. Think about that moment as I tell you my moment. So my moment happened when I was in 5th grade. And I had this best friend in 5th grade. And we were pretty close. We did everything together. We relied on each other. We had fun together. We hung out together. We were in the same class as each other. And one day, not out of the typical, she invited me over to her house. And I was like, yes, some fun time with Lisa, right? I just made up the name Lisa. Her name wasn't really Lisa, just so you know. I'm going to start off, so that we're not lying to each other. So I was like, yes, fun time with Lisa. And I was so excited to go over her house. We were going to have fun together. And then I found out that one of Lisa's other friends was also invited to her house. And I didn't particularly like this friend, right? We didn't get along that well. So I went up to Lisa and lied to her face. That's right. Ugh. I'm gonna get one of these big boxes here. Hopefully you can see the words on it. Maybe not, but it says, lied to face. I lied to Lisa's face and I told her, hey, so, you know how we were gonna hang out tomorrow? Well, I found out, my parents are gonna be away and I've gotta babysit my little brother. I'm so sorry, can't hang out, oh no. Maybe another time. Lied straight to her face. Then, this happened. This happens to all of us at some point when we lie. We get caught. I was at the store with my family because, if I stayed home, I was going to do what the family did. And so I was at the store with my family, and what do you know? Lisa and her other friend decided to go shopping that day to hang out. And they saw me. So I did one of these, walked away, and pretended like nothing ever happened at all. And then the next day at school, I saw her. And as you might have guessed, she caught me in my lie. And she was like, hey, I thought you were babysitting. I saw you at the store. Why didn't you just come hang out with me and this other girl? And I decided to come clean, which is to say that I lied again. That's right. Lying some more. Uh-oh, now you can only see one of them. There we go. Lying some more. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to get caught up in this lie. I really like Lisa. I don't want to hurt her feelings. So I'm going to be like, well, plans changed and I didn't know if I could come over, and I was supposed to babysit my brother, but then like my parents decided to stay home, and they were like, don't call Lisa, you can't come over now, it's too late. And you know, it just like one thing led to the other, and then like I just couldn't come over, and it just kept rolling. And the lies kept coming, and my friend, she was smart. She didn't buy it. She caught me in my lie. And what happened next was even worse. We began to yell at each other. Or shall I say, I started it. If I'm being really honest with you guys here, I started it because you don't know my life. You don't know. Maybe my parents told me that I couldn't come over. You don't know anything. Lied. All of these things are things that I did that hurt somebody else. They all hurt my friend. And remember, this is my best friend. It's not like she's some stranger who I'm like, so what if I mean, you shouldn't be like that with strangers anyway, but this is my best friend. Why would I ever in the world want to hurt my best friend? But I did it. I lied to her, I lied some more, and then I yelled at her. So what kind of things have you guys done? What kind of things have you done that have hurt somebody else? In our story today, we're going to talk about what Jesus tells us to do when this happens. So I'm going to grab my Bible. Boom. Because Jesus is in the story, we're moving to the New Testament, in particular Matthew. So if you are super prepared, because we didn't even tell you to do this, and have your Bible by chance with you, open it up to Matthew chapter 5. So Matthew, again, is in the New Testament, the first book, right? New Testament goes Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. And we're in chapter 5, verse 23 and 24. And this is what Jesus tells his disciples. So he's on a mountainside. And he's talking not just to his friends, his disciples, but he's talking to a bunch of people. A whole bunch of people. And this is what he says. Suppose you are offering your gift at the altar, and you remember that your brother or sister has something against you. Leave your gift in front of the altar. First, go and make peace with them. Then come back and offer your gift. So Jesus is saying, you know, this offering thing doesn't make much sense to us because, you know, we don't leave gifts at the altar necessarily, right? But back then, that's what they did, kind of like we come to church and we worship, or we go home and turn on Facebook and we worship together and we talk to each other about Jesus and we learn about Jesus. Tell Jesus things, talk to him, pray him. That's kind of like the same thing. So Jesus is saying, suppose you're on your way to church, right? This is the today version. Suppose you are on your way to church and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, darn it, I got in a fight with my brother this morning and we're just ignoring each other because we fought, we yelled, we screamed, and now we're ignoring each other. Jesus is saying, freeze, don't you walk in through those doors without trying to fix this first. Make peace with them, then go through the doors. He's saying that this is that important. Forgiveness is that important that you need to stop immediately whatever you're doing and go and make peace. All right, so what kind of things do you do? Let's see. I also added, I'm going to add to our line here, if you can see it, I've got the buckets. This one says ignoring, right? Ignoring, like I said, ignoring your brother or your sister, ignoring your friends. That can cause somebody to hurt. We're going to add some more over here. We've got blaming. There we go. Blaming people for things. What about stealing somebody's idea? What if you're in class and the teacher's like, group projects, everybody? And you over here, the other group next to you is like doing something really amazing, so you whisper to your group and you're like, hey, let's do this. I just like came up with the idea, right? Lying and stealing. How about gossiping with each other? Gossiping is hurting somebody else. What about, saying I hate you? Who here has said I hate you to someone? Their parents, their friends? That hurts people, right? That hurts you. If somebody says I hate you to you, if somebody told me I hate you, if Megan walked up and was like, I hate you, Danielle, I would probably fall down and cry because it would hurt my feelings, right? And Jesus says, if you do one of these things to somebody else, you need to stop everything and you need to go and make peace with them. Now, making peace with them can look a couple different ways, but in particular, one really hard way. You say two little words. You ready? I'm sorry. And not in the snarky way, like I'm telling you to go say sorry to someone because you know you didn't do something that was good. And you go, ugh, sorry, right? That's not truly meaning that you're sorry. That's not an apology. That's just you doing something because someone told you to do it. What I mean is saying sorry and really meaning it. You're being the one who's initiating it. Your first step. You're taking that first step to forgive. You're taking that first step to apologize. Now, when we do these things, maybe we're even breaking something of somebody else's, right? Who here has ever broke something of their siblings and then you're like, it wasn't me, it was the dog, or it came that way, or you must have done it and you just didn't know. What about, this says pick last in kickball. What if you're the captain of the kickball team and your best friend is really bad at kickball and you're like, oh, darn it. Well, it's okay if I pick them last. I mean, they know that they're not good at kickball, but is that really okay? They're your friend and they want to be picked at least not last one time. This is their chance. All of these things that you do to hurt someone create a wall, right? And when we do things to hurt someone and we create this wall between us because we haven't said we're sorry, we haven't forgiven them, we haven't asked for their forgiveness, then it's harder to communicate with them, right? We start that ignoring. We just pretend like nothing ever happened. We walk into school the next day and we're like, just don't say anything. If they don't say anything, I don't say anything, it never happened, right? But you have this wall with you, and that's not what Jesus is saying to do. Jesus is saying you stop everything and you make it right. You make peace. Be the first one to take that step. And this is what happens. When we are that first person to take that step, are you ready for this? I'm so pumped. Are you ready? When we apologize, when we take that first step, you kick down these walls. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes! So, when we do that, we break down those walls. When we take that first step, the wall stops being built, or maybe doesn't even get built at all because we do it so soon. But it's not easy, right? It's very hard to be that person to go, all right, let's go, Danielle. Be the first one, right? In all arguments, there are two sides. We didn't do something wrong is what we'd say, right? It was their fault. They're to blame. But there's always two sides. When you have an argument, a disagreement, right? Both can be to blame. Maybe I didn't start it, but I sure as heck got in there and started yelling, right? Maybe I did start it, but they came in and they started to say really, really mean things, right? Both parties are at fault. So sometimes it can be really, really hard to put that aside, lay aside the fact that you think you're right, and make that first step. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pray, and then I'm going to give you a question to think about this week, and you can go on this week thinking about it. How about that? Also, really quick before I pray, we have a few announcements. So, announcement number 1 is Blaze is supposed to be tomorrow, but we will not be gathering at the church. Instead, there will be a video that we will hang out on Facebook and YouTube. And also, I will be posting a TikTok challenge for you guys. Okay, Blaze? So, if you have TikTok, check out the challenge. Megan has an announcement. Go ahead.
Root will also not be gathering tonight in a physical space, but we will be on YouTube at 5 o'clock, and we also have a challenge. So if you go to our Instagram page, join the Quarantine Challenge at Ingomar Youth, and we have daily challenges for the next 15 days or however long we're quarantined for. And if you complete the challenge, post it on Instagram, have your parents post it, tag us, or if you don't have Instagram, that's okay. Have your parents send me proof that you did it. We want proof that you're completing these quarantine challenges. So today is day 1. The challenge is video record yourself washing your hands and singing Into the Unknown from Frozen 2, which is going on to Disney Plus, I think today. So if you haven't seen it yet, go on, watch it, learn Into the Unknown, wash your hands, sing me the song. We want to see it. Tag Ingomar Youth or send it to me. Whoever completes the most challenges by the end high school and middle school will get a gift card. Woo!
I'm gonna crush you
I'm
up!
gonna crush you. I think we need a video of Danielle washing her hands and singing Into the Unknown. Or maybe Pastor Greg. Who knows?
Pastor Greg is sitting right behind the camera. Here, we're gonna turn you around so you can see. What?
Where is he? There you are.
YouTube live there. All right. Hey, Ingeborg, you.
What?
And
Hey,
there's
look,
Josh.
it's Josh! Hi, Josh!
Hello.
There's a party here today.
Whoop whoop!
Okay, bye.
Okay. So, Pastor Greg just informed me, very importantly, that you
Frozen
can't
2
see
was
my
there
face.
last night.
Frozen 2 was there last night.
So you should have seen it already. If not, learn Into the Unknown. Wash your hands. Post it.
All right, are you ready? We're going to pray, and then I'm going to give you your challenge question. So, even though we're on video, I'm trusting you that you're praying. I'm watching you. Always watching, Wazilski. All right. God, thank you so much for bringing us onto video for everybody in their homes today. Thank you for letting us be a church even when the church building is closed. Thank you so much for all the gifts and blessings you have given us. It's hard to remember those in times that are kind of weird and odd and different like they are right now. But we know they're there and you're with us, guiding us always. Please be with us this week. Help us to remember to take that first step when we hurt someone. First step to forgive. The first step to apologize, to say we're sorry. And just be with us in general. Keep us safe, keep us healthy so that we can be back together in the same room really soon. In your name we pray, everybody said?
Amen!
All right, question. Are you ready? Boom. What is keeping you from forgiving? I'm sure that a lot of you right now have had arguments maybe in this past week that you've had. What kept you or is keeping you from taking that first step and forgiving? Think about it, work on it, be on it. Talk to what?
Your parents.
Talk to your parents about it. Megan's so smart. I'm just doing the chicken dance, man. So we will see you soon. I will be here for Blaze tomorrow. Well, here like as in Facebook. Hi. And Megan will be there tonight.
Yay!
Bye, guys.